Hey everybody, today I'm here to talk to you about planks, a exercise that everyone does. We love to do it here at 212 Health and Performance, but there are some things that we need to do to make sure we're doing the plank correctly. So it's not just resting on the ground waiting for time to pass. While you're in that plank position, you want to make sure you're activated and doing active work, all right? So what that looks like is I'm going to go into a low plank. I like to keep the palms wide open. I'm trying to get as much surface area from the fingertips down to the elbows and forearms, and what you're going to focus on here, the first thing you're going to do is make sure that your shoulder blades are packed and your upper back is in a strong position, meaning you're going to pull your shoulders back. What that's going to actually automatically do is it's going to force you to engage your core a bit more. It's kind of cool how that happens. So when I do that, I'm going to pull my shoulders back as if I'm trying to rip the floor up. The second drill you're going to focus on is digging those heels back into the floor, digging your toes in, okay? And then what you're going to focus on from there is squeezing your butt tight and tucking that pelvis under, okay? So I'm pulling in as hard as I can. So in that position, you want to be pulling a lot of tension and feeling a lot of core stability, a lot of strength, okay? So why is that beneficial? Why are planks beneficial? Well, obviously the whole catchphrase of the last 15 years, core strength, core stability, it's more than just that. It's a lot of trunk stability, okay? So I define the trunk and the core as all the muscles around the hip, everything that creates power from the ground. And if you don't have a strong, stable core, doing everything else will be a lot more labor intensive. You're going to use your back a lot more often than if you had a strong core, okay? So when I come up from the top of a deadlift, for example, I'm going to come up, stabilize, get those hips forward, tuck my pelvis under, okay? A lot of people don't do that when they do the plank. Tucking that pelvis under will create a lot of tension so I can squeeze my glutes. When I squeeze my glutes, that helps me activate my, my core. A good little trick to reiterate that is if I'm in a anteriorly rotated position with my hips in this position from here, it's literally impossible. I can't squeeze my butt and I can't really engage my core. When I tuck those hips under, boom, my butt's fired. I got full extension of the hip and I'm squeezing really tight. Okay, that creates a lot of force. So the same idea as if I'm gonna run, I'm doing that same movement, boom, for a split second, creating that extension and power through my core, okay? So, once again, going back to the floor, pull from those arms, again, like you're trying to rip the hair off and the hair and your skin off those forearms. Tuck the pelvis under, drop the heels, okay? When you tuck the pelvis under, pretend that, for example, you've got a light or flashlight on your belly button. Instead of having that light flash down, you want to tip and slightly have an angle going forward. That's how you know you're in a good position, okay? So from here, I'm probably look a little bit higher. I might not look like a straight line, but it's all relative. Everyone has different angles in their lower back and their hips are in different positions. So for some people, their plank, where they feel it the most, where they gain the most benefit, might be up here or might be way down here, right? Depending on the person. So don't get hung up on thinking that you have to be a straight line, because in some people in a straight line, they actually might feel tension in your back, okay? But work on those 3 cues whenever you're doing planks. I guarantee you'll get a lot more benefit out of the exercise. You'll get a lot stronger, a lot more faster. Woo!